What's up, guys? Garrett here with Self.dev. Today we're going to learn how to do a parallax animation. If you don't know what a parallax is, it's basically like you're driving down the highway, there's a car going 80, you're going 100, and you pass the car going 80. So you're both moving, one of the things is just going slower. If you look here, the numbers on the left, those are parallax. So it's like you're scrolling at 100%, they're scrolling at 80%. And you get a cool little animation like that. I think it's on the home page here too, on the hero, so this background here, and then the R image, and then the little image right here as well. So get some cool little effects from it. This is what we're going to be making today. The design's awful, but it does the parallax animation and gets the point across. Before we get started though, this code, I wrote it when I was like 2 months into being a dev, so it's probably not the best code in the world. There's probably a way better way to do this. We are going to be doing it in jQuery today. I'm going to do it in vanilla JavaScript eventually. I just have to learn how get bound client rec works a little bit more, and then I'll probably have a video out doing it in vanilla JavaScript like next week probably. So this is the code. If you just want the code, that part here, I'm going to have a link to it in the description, this code pin, and then a GitHub probably. So where's my blank one? There we go. All right, so right here we got the HTML. This is just the first div. This is a placeholder blue section. And then we've got our bottom image and then another little placeholder blue section. And then we're not going to go over the CSS. It's just stuff making these 100 view height and then centering this. So as far as the JavaScript goes, we're going to need, what is that? Go away. We're going to need jQuery because we're using jQuery for this. And then we're also going to use jQuery-visible. It's a little plugin right here. I'll have a link to this in the description as well. And basically lets you can just write this right here and it'll return true if any part of the elements in the viewport. And the reason we want to make sure the div is in the viewport before we start animating it is because this one right here, if we start animating it more up in the first section, there's going to be a big white space chunk right here that we'd have to compensate for. So we want to wait until like right here when that div is visible to start animating it. So got those added, hit save. I'm basically just going to copy and paste the code and explain it as I paste it in here because I don't feel like retyping it. So first here, we're just grabbing the top div and the bottom div because those are the ones with the backgrounds that we want to animate. And then, so this line right here, this is going to detect when the user scrolls, it's going to run the code that's in here. The next line, if background visible true, so this is going to return true if any part of this div is in the viewport, and then it'll let us start animating that background. And then right here we've just got the variable for the top background image, which is this div right here. Next we've got the parallax line. This is pretty much all you need to do to make the parallax animation. Well, not all you need to do, but this is like what calculates it for us. So first we've got a little offset here. If we don't have this, let's take that out, save. It makes the image jump at first, like that. Let's refresh. So boom, big jump. It's not smooth. So you are gonna have to mess with this number depending on like the size of the div or the image or something like that. Might have to play with that number a little bit to get a smooth start to it. The next here, we're detecting how far the user scrolled from the top of the document, and then we're getting how far the element we're modifying is from the top of the document, or basically, yeah, essentially. And then we're dividing that by 2. So this number right here, the closer that is to 1, the more it's going to act like a fixed position element. If we make that 1, it's basically going to look like we have position fixed on it, like that. So no movement, or there's movement, just no like parallax movement. And then you can make that go up to like 12, and that's when you can't really tell that it's parallax anymore. But play with it, see what happens. So these are the only two numbers that you should really have to modify, and then the variables right here, depending on what element you're selecting. And then the next line, parallax movement, we're adding pixel to the end because this gives us a number like 100, and then we're adding pixel to the end so we can add it as the background position property. And that's what we're doing on the next line. So we got the variable again, CSS, because we're modifying the CSS, and then we've got a little object. We've got background position, colon, center, and that's going to center the background horizontally. And then this is going to modify the background position vertically. So if we just do console log parallax movement and save, and then go to view, and then we'll look at the console here. So when we scroll, that's it calculating the new position for the background for us. It looks like it's moving about 50 pixels every time we scroll. So there's that. And then actually we need that back up again. So one other thing, you're gonna have to compensate or like adjust for the screen widths a little bit. So like, let's say we refresh right here. Okay, it's still, there's a little bit of a white space here. We'll shrink this a little bit more to make it more noticeable. So yeah, like right there, there's a little bit of white space. So you can either do background size like 125%, and that'll zoom in on the background more, and that can get rid of it. Or you can go to the editor view, and we'll just use this right here. Go away, DevTools. All right, so this is saying if the device width is smaller than 1224 pixels, or you can do like 768 for mobile or whatever. Whenever you start seeing the white part, we can adjust the offset for the parallax here. So we save, view page again, and then we'll go back to wherever we were when it was small, right here, and then refresh. And then it's, that white space is gone because we fixed the little offset. So hopefully that's making sense so far. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Happy to help out. Or come hop in the Discord and you can ask me questions in there too. It's not the Discord. That was another channel I'm in. But I'll have a link to the Discord in the description if you want to come hop in there and ask me anything. So now we're going to go ahead and do the bottom one here. We don't really have to adjust too much. You could do like section image and then grab both of these backgrounds at once and then do a loop and just loop through and do it all in one code section. I think that's what I did on the Red Rock one with those numbers on the left. I just grabbed all 5 of the numbers at once and then looped through to adjust it whenever each one's visible. But I'm not going to explain that in this video. So yeah, we've just got our second one here. Basically same as the first one. Only thing we change is the bottom background here. So we're putting that there instead of top background. And then if we save this, full page view again, now both of them should animate for us. There we go. And again, just make sure you check on multiple device widths because you will have to adjust it a little bit on some. Shouldn't be too, I think I usually only have to like add 1, maybe 2 media queries for it. But yeah, that's how you do the parallax animation. Anything else I want to talk about on there? Nope, I think that's it. Yeah, like I said, if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments below. If you want to come hop in the Discord, we've got a couple people in there. Shout out to my boy, Andrew. He just got a job. So proud of you. I didn't really help you any, but hey, you got a job. It's awesome. Congrats, man. I do resume reviews and portfolio reviews. If you want to send me either one of those, my email is in the description below. Again, the code for this is going to be in the description, and then a link to visible.js as well. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.